Take it away, bro.
Welcome to Eat Sleep Sixers. I am your host, 215 the Sports Guy. I got my guys on here, BG, Jose. How y'all feeling about tonight's win, man? Tonight's game. How y'all feeling about that?
Uh, I'll go out there and say I'm not the happiest. We got to put that team away early, man. That third quarter is unacceptable. Don't get me wrong, a win is a win, but that third quarter is unacceptable, man. I can't even stomach the way they was playing in that third quarter, man. We came out strong. We came out and stepped on the back of their necks and then let up. Like I don't know what was going on. Like why we let up like that.
Jose.
Overall, we needed a win.
I hate you. I hate you. Jose?
I was angry, really angry. In
Say
the
how you
third
feel.
quarter.
Say how you feel.
I was almost turned green.
I hate you.
That's how angry I was. You know what I'm saying? Then I was like, man, who are we really playing? I know they're an NBA team at the end of the day, but literally, besides the ball bomber and
Yeah.
the random good game from
From Wagner.
yeah,
Wagner was going off.
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
going off.
it looked like we was playing a G League team, to be honest with you. So for
True.
us to even be close in the game like that and down, but I think we should have slaughtered them. Like I don't care about not taking them for granted, none of that. That team should have been slaughtered.
I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I feel the same as you guys. A win is a win, but I'm not excited about this win. I feel like we need to really key in on finishing games and finishing runs, and really putting our foot down when we need to. And this team we have lacks a killer instinct, and that's something I don't want to bring up old players, but that's something that players like Jimmy Butler brought to the table. That killer instinct when in times where dudes wasn't playing a part, there'll be somebody there to hold them accountable on the court. You need that teammate. So I want to see more, accountability amongst teammates. Holding each other accountable.
That's a fact. I mean, we got leaders, we got floor generals, we got leaders, but we don't have that emotional leader on this team right now.
True.
That
True.
person that can galvanize the troops in a timeout. That person that's gonna be like, you know what, Doc, Sam, y'all sit over there. We about to yell at you. He about to yell at the team and say, look, we're supposed to be destroying this team. We don't have that guy right now.
You know, on the same breath, like any old time person would tell you, any NBA team is a worthy opponent. But I felt like we played down to our level of play. We were playing against tonight. I think we played down to their level. So we don't need to be a team that does that. A few guys have bad shooting nights. It is what it is. But the defensive ability is what I want to see more of. To stop your opponent from scoring. I want to see that. So I don't really see it out there. Other than
Derek
Embiid with a few block
Thomas.
shots tonight.
Derek Thomas. I can't wait for Tobias' contract to be over. You don't even know how much. Straight up. I'm not even gonna talk about it, but the feeling is mutual.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So
Most definitely.
for this for this post game, I did want to focus on players. I want to focus on a few players, and I want to get y'all view of a couple of players what they did tonight against a team that's not in our league. Furkan Korkmaz, 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from three.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give mine real quick. At times, I feel like he just be throwing the ball at the rim, man. Like I don't even feel like he shoots anymore. He just throws the ball at the rim. I I got he got a short leash now, man. If he's out of the rotation in the next 2-3 games, I won't be upset. I can't keep looking at him just throw the ball at the rim because that's all he's doing.
You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna speak up and say that I was wrong early on in the year. I carried on about Korkmaz a lot. He was playing excellent at the time, but this is the NBA, and it's about consistency. And he's not consistent. He hasn't shown that. So every shooter goes through a rough stretch. Don't get me wrong.
Man, bro, listen,
You got to
bro,
do more than
bro,
just shoot.
Bro.
I need you to pump
I'm
and
keep it
drive.
100. He gets the total opposite effect. He's a non-shooter who has a glimpse from time to time.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad right now, Carl. Like it's bad.
It's ice cold. It's ice cold. It's ice cold.
Even when
And
he wide open, like golly, man.
Derek Thomas talking heavy tonight. He said, "Why y'all acting surprised? He a bum." I mean,
I'm not I'm
I
really
wouldn't
not.
go as that far, but will I say, does he deserve the minutes that he's been getting? Maybe no. Maybe this roster does need to be boosted a little bit. To be totally honest, in certain areas, there's a lack of a veteran point guard on this squad to come off the bench with a jumper.
There's a lot of money tied into
That
into
put that
low
that
effort. Into low
yeah,
effort. Let me put it that way. I don't want to say that Tobias don't want to play because he still kind of looks like he still wants to play.
Yeah,
You got the other guy over there getting paid 30-something million, don't even want to be on the team.
33.
You know what I'm saying?
that's bananas.
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to nitpick, but I mean, since you put it that way,
I mean,
that money there could be spent on somebody who actually gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You
as
understand what I'm saying?
as a Sixers fan, you can't help but to wake up on
So,
most days thinking about that. I agree.
and that's for the lack of not sugarcoating it. So I got to put it that way. Um, you think about that kind of money. That's a lot of bread, bro.
Yeah,
60-something thousand.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, 60-something million a year. I'm sorry, it's 1,000. I'm tripping. That's a lot of money, man.
yeah,
Like,
most definitely.
if you get Tobias half of that, you still got about 45 to play with. That you can actually pay somebody with that bread.
Yeah,
That's gonna really make a difference on this team.
I'm waiting for the organization to make a decision on this because I feel like overall they're doing the team injustice. Not resolving this issue and getting some other players on this team to help these guys out because obviously the player that's on the roster doesn't want to do that. And at this point, I understand being smart, being a chess player, and getting the best move possible for the organization. I get that, but the organization shouldn't suffer, for too long while you're trying to, decide that. There's plenty of offers on the table. Trust me. I don't care what they talking about out there. We talking about a 25-year-old kid, at the top of his athletic, ability. Ben Simmons.
Who?
Ben
I,
Simmons, man.
yo, I didn't know who he was talking about, Jose.
Yeah,
I'm
when
like,
Listen,
you said
I'm talking
athletic
about.
at the
I'm
top,
talking
top.
about. I'm talking about throughout the NBA how teams look at him. Yeah, they would love to have Ben, but right now,
Carl,
But right now, there could be no Ben Simmons trade because of the situation that's going on right now.
Carl,
Yes.
these NBA teams don't look at him like that, Carl.
Hey, listen,
Carl,
listen.
these NBA
Listen, bro,
teams
I'm
listen.
talking about
knows
teams. I'm
If
talking
what
the
he
about
teams,
teams
is.
that
if
would
the
use him
teams would
for
look at Ben Simmons the way you just described,
teams.
he'd have been
Teams
snatched up.
that would use him for who he is, man. You don't put
Who is he?
a guy that doesn't want to shoot so he could
Who?
go to
So,
Golden State
so
Warriors.
Carl, so Carl, open up your mind. You just said any team that want to use him for what he is. I
Yeah,
asked you, what is he? And you said a guy that don't shoot. Now go
yeah.
back and tell me who in their right mind would want that.
A team that had a team full of shooters. A team full of shooters that
Name,
just need
name one up.
a facility.
Name one off the top of your head. Go.
I just said Golden State Warriors, bro.
So Draymond Green does that portion for him. So next.
Nah, Draymond will
So
be out of
next.
the equation. That's what I'm saying.
So you think Ben Simmons gets Draymond out of here?
You asked me to give you an example.
No, that's not a good example. I want
It
you to
is.
tell. So are you saying Draymond comes to us, or are you saying Draymond just loses his minutes to Ben Simmons?
No, I
I
think
hope you're
Draymond
not
comes to
saying that.
us. No, Draymond
Okay.
ain't losing his
Well,
Okay.
minutes
I
to
don't
Ben
know
Simmons.
because I mean,
No, Draymond will
one
come
year
to
Draymond
us.
was a triple double machine,
Yeah,
nice triple
Draymond will
doubles,
come.
and the
I think
following year he came back giving us half of that.
At this point, I'll take a Draymond and a draft pick, for this team. I like him on this team, especially this team. I would like that would be a very interesting trade to see, if they could work that out. I would like a Draymond here. he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? And he balls hard. So I'd take a ball like that rather than a ball that, you know what I mean, doesn't have the heart. I need a guy with heart. I think Draymond would be a perfect Sixer. I'm just putting that out there.
I hear you. I just don't think Ben Simmons would be a perfect Warrior, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean,
we're gonna talk
I ain't
about
saying nothing.
Literally.
I wanted to
Let's
talk
put it
about
that way.
I wanted to talk about two more players. I'm sticking to the bench. I got a comment about this guy, and when I look at his box score, I'll be like, oh, backup center scoring 7 points, 12 rebounds. That's good. Will somebody tell Andre Drummond that when you grab an offensive rebound, you're allowed to go back up?
Oh
Like
my God.
you don't have to look to pass it out to the 3-point line every time. Yo, he was killing me tonight with that. Granted, it's 12 rebounds. It's 6 offensive rebounds. But I'm watching every time he got it, it was never an attack the rim afterwards. It was always a
Listen, in his defense, he
Drummond
was the spark that brought us back.
we shouldn't have never had to come back, first of all.
Absolutely right. But Drummond, let's talk about Draymond. Holy shit. Andre Drummond, to me, was part of the reason why he persevered. Just saying, bro.
I hear you. How y'all feel about Steph Curry and his performance tonight? How y'all feel about that?
Sabri made the call.
Yeah. Yo, you know Sabri be eye hustling on the sideline, low key. He said it when he was on the show last, he be watching. So I'm pretty sure, he had hey bro, what you doing out there? You know what I'm saying?
He said
Yeah.
he said they was beefing on Thanksgiving. You know how family get on Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Everybody.
okay. It got rough in the Curry house.
But they said Saturday night when they was eating leftovers after the game that they had a conversation and they cool now. They cool.
Yeah. I got the same impression. So
That's good.
no, listen, when you get a good night shooting from Seth, it's always good.
Yeah.
But oh man, BG and that 30-point bench. Just saying.
How many points did they score exactly? Because I like to say 30. I'm cool with 30, right around that 30. Well, how many did they score?
30.
No, like 31?
No, 30.
29.
30.
I've been telling y'all all year, man, if we can get 30 points from our bench, we should win every game, man. Every game.
Berg Harrell, what's up, OG? I want to give my OG a shout out.
Yeah, he got long.
Yeah, he got a paragraph talk.
Pause.
He said, Ben's only flaw as a basketball player is his free throws and the fact that he refuses to shoot. For y'all to make it sound like he was a bum or wasn't instrumental in teams' turnaround, the little bit of success that they already did lately. You know what I mean?
Can I address it? Because I feel like I was the hardest on Ben just now in that last second.
Yeah, go ahead, do
it. Berg, when I talk about him that way, it's I simply in that conversation was saying to Carl that the NBA saw what he was. They saw what his flaws are. And
absolutely, I agree with you.
Did he make us a better team at times? Yes. Regular season team? Yes, when a team can only prepare for him for one night and then they got to move on to the next. But it showed that when a coach had time to decide how they was going to coach against Ben Simmons, all of those superpowers that he has in the regular season, they go away. So yes, you can say his only flaws is his free throws and the fact that he won't shoot. But in the playoffs, that is a huge flaw. And when I was downplaying who he was just now in that conversation, I was basically saying everybody in the NBA saw that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm just saying they see what he is, and it's hard for that player to be successful in the playoffs. It's just hard. And what team is going to trade for a regular season player? Everybody plays to win a championship. So why would I trade for a guy that I know is only going to give me their all in the regular season?
Yo, let me interrupt real quick. 4 years in the playoffs. All right. Same results. Nothing different. All that he's a part of the team turnaround. Yeah, okay, I can see that. But for what? Because as soon as May hit, April, It's a brand new season, Pop.
Exactly.
So none of that matters. As long as you're in that playoff tree, that regular season record is nullified,
It's
my
over
G.
with. Everybody's 0-0 after that.
Right? So I'm not gonna sit here and praise him for what he do in the regular season when he cold disappear in the playoffs.
And that's the difference.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's the difference.
and he's so easy to game plan for now because all you gotta do is put the fool on the line.
I'm starting to get comfortable with you guys in the note.
So
knowing
miss
how to
me
stir
with
your
that,
pot.
my guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna call him a bum. Because it shouldn't take 5 years to develop a 10-footer, a 12-footer.
It's not.
It shouldn't take 5 years.
Yo, Milk.
But he could light up the whole internet with jump shooting videos.
Summertime is on. Summertime is on.
Summertime Ben is different from regular season.
Man, don't start me with this guy.
It's a different ball. But you know,
and that's the thing, man. It's just a difference. Go ahead, Carl. My bad.
My whole thing is Ben is who he is. And this is the point I was trying to make. If you put Ben in position to be a number 2 option or a number 2 player on the team, no, it won't end well for your team. But if Ben goes to a team where he's more so the 4th, 5th option, and he's just look to rebound a Draymond Green. He's looked to be a Draymond Green type of player. I think that's when Ben will excel. But we deserve a type of point guard, you know what I mean, or a guard in general that's going to do the things to help this team win. Ben Simmons isn't that. So will he be that? You know, I don't know. But I don't know.
Hey, Carl.
I think his time has run up here. Ben is Ben and Ben. Okay.
Say that 5 times without messing
up. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to say it.
Ben is Ben and Ben.
That was a good one.
I can't do it 5 times.
No.
But no, I couldn't agree with you more, Carl. I hold up. Let's read this before.
Bird.
25. Is he washed up?
No, he not washed up, Bird. He not washed up, bro. He's just, you know, he's in the position in Philadelphia where you've been drafted, you know, the highest. And there's expectations for your play to become consistent and, you know, with dignity and heart. You know, this is Philly, right?
So listen, I got one thing to say real quick. How much longer do we have to be patient for this guy? How much more do we have to take?
Well, they said
listen, being patient with that guy, we about to drain this other guy's career right down the drain. Like if he's getting any younger, you know what I'm saying? This man needs some help, and he needs it now. His biological clock is ticking. So you about to, for real, Ben ain't a superstar like Embiid is. So you about to just take a superstar, ball him up, and toss him into the trash. Because I'm not with all that.
And that's the thing, Berg. I don't think anybody on this panel is saying the words Ben Simmons is washed up. But it's like, at what point do we say he doesn't want to get better? He's not getting better. It's the 5th year. Name any human being, name any job you could be on for 5 years and decline all 5. You can decline all 5. Oh, but you know what they're going to say? But sales is up. Y'all the number 1 seed. Sales is up. This is this. But individual, he has declined for 5 straight years.
Oh, Twenty.
Look at his stat line for 5 years, and every number gets lower.
Yeah.
In what world? And there's no job in the world. Forget basketball. Forget a guy making $33 million. No job in the world are you able to decline that much, and then everybody just like, oh, it's okay. Next year, I think he'll be better. Next year,
you know the funniest that is? Oh, but he has the most assists 3-point shots. Well, guess what, Brainiac? If they don't make those threes, then they don't count.
Right.
It don't really count anyway.
Right.
Like an assist is an assist at the end of the day. There's not a separate assist there saying, oh well, he got
his best stat is in a stat that he needs help with. Exactly. Think about that. His best stat is depending on somebody else's athletic ability. That's crazy.
Right.
How did this become a Ben Simmons show? God, dog, we don't do this, man.
You know, I was about to say, but before Jose cut me off again, I was about to say that you know, I know how to steer you guys pot up, pause. At this point of working with you guys, I know what things, kind of is going to really get you going. So,
100% agree, Berg. I'm sorry, I just wanted to agree with that comment at the bottom. It's definitely the organization's fault.
Yeah, for
most
sure.
definitely. So, going towards, the future, next game, you guys know the opponent, or
Do you need me to know the opponent?
we're playing the Boston Celtics
In Boston,
in
Oh,
Boston.
we on another road trip. We got to play Boston,
Atlanta,
Atlanta,
the
and
Hornets,
the
the
Hornets
Hornets
twice.
And the
back to back.
Hornets.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Hornets
Back to
twice.
back to back. I,
Yeah.
I I like this row of games, Eastern Conference games, to really get ourselves back on track to being a top team in the East. I think we fell off a little bit. We got some key pieces back. The boys is back. Maurice Bibbs. Oh God. Maurice, what's going on, man?
Oh
What's
no.
going
Here we go.
on?
I didn't even have to see it, and I knew it was going to say something about nightmares. I didn't even have to see it, and I knew what it said.
Oh man, Maurice, what's up, champ? Maxie has maxed out. Nah, I wouldn't say that, Maurice. If people don't know Maurice, let me give you a little backdrop. He just loves Ben Simmons. It's just Ben Simmons. Since Ben Simmons is gone, we've had nightmares. This is his whole thing that he puts out there. So we want to give him a shout out tonight, man. We love all our supporters, everybody that watches us, and I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Thank you for watching, man. Definitely support us, Maurice. Watch all our content, share it. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Tell a friend.
Yep, Twitch. So going forward, what are you looking for from this team in this stretch of games, guys? Who are you looking to step up?
I'm just looking for growth, man. It's all about these road trips is what builds great teams. Granted,
if I gotta call one particular player out,
Do
I'm
it.
sure everybody knows who that player is gonna be.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
the
it's not rocket science at this point, man. My man's gone.
Yeah, most definitely.
He gets too many minutes to produce so little now. We can deal with Drummond having a game where he has 4 points and 12 rebounds. We can deal with Tobias having 17 in the first half and then ending the game with 21.
I hear a lot of people screaming out for us. I'm sorry. I hear a lot of people screaming out for Isaiah Joe and all that stuff. And this guy's logging up all these minutes and he ain't doing squat. So
That's what I'm
somebody
saying.
tell me something.
I do believe in Korkmaz. I do believe that I don't think he's a bum, man. I don't. But I need Doc to
He
analyze
sure
the
as hell
game.
playing like one.
Oh, that's a fact. And I think, you know what I think he should get, Jose? He should get the shake treatment. What Doc do to Shake when Shake have a bad week? All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks. You ain't in the rotation no more. Sit him down for a little bit. Let him figure it out. Then let him back in. He do that. He do it to Shake. He do it to Shake consistent. All last year he did it to Shake. Shake, you have a bad 2-3 games. Yeah. I don't know if you could be in a rotation next 2 games.
Hold on. I want to answer this real quick. Not change the subject, but how has Embiid progressed that makes him exempt from any scrutiny? Not saying that he hasn't progressed.
Oh, we can bring this around the horn.
All right, so real quick. All right. This man has been a vital piece for us since he started playing. All right. It's obvious. You see what happens when he's not in the lineup. All right. He's an all-star player. Potential legend, if you ask me, if he continues to play the way he's playing. The numbers that he puts up are crazy. But the last time a center carried an NBA team, most of us wasn't even born. All right.
No, we was born.
They was scoring 100 points a game. So, You know what I'm saying? And then after that, the last dominant center, Shaq, and he had Kobe.
Yeah.
All right. So Embiid can't do this by himself. Batman needs Robin. All right. That's just the way it is. When we were growing up, we were watching Siskel and Ebert give ratings on movies. Siskel needs Ebert. Batman needs Robin.
Right.
Point blank.
Right. Right.
Stop, bro. Stop. Tim Duncan had an ensemble over there. Stop.
Most definitely.
Stop.
Most definitely.
He started off with David Robinson, and then he had Ginobili. Come on, stop. Stop it.
Well,
Stop it.
I
Can't hear you, Carl.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I would love for this team to have a consistent number 2 option. Somebody to take the weight off of Embiid's shoulders consistently. So, I'm looking for that to happen, man. However they can make it happen, make it happen. To go to the next level in the Eastern Conference, I feel like, and I know, shout out to Berg, me and Berg be rapping. I know the old hits hate when you say we need more, because they believe, we could win what we had, which we can, but to think that this team isn't missing an all-star, a caliber player, you'd be fooling yourselves. So I definitely think, I hope they can make something happen quick, man. To be honest, to be honest. So with that being said, I'm going to end that off with that. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. We're on to the future with these teams. We're about to play in this group of 4 games. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm hoping we do well with that.
Interesting matchup next. We got the Celtics. Always been a thorn in our side, but they are struggling right now. So we should be able to handle business. Should be able to handle business against the Celtics.
I don't mean to bring up football again, BG, but the Celtics Sixers is kind of like the Eagles Giants. So whenever we face each other, however bad they are that year,
that was a bad comparison, bro.
No, they play us hard.
Do you realize we beat the Giants like 20 of the last 30 times? What do you mean? When it comes to the Celtics, they don't put us out the playoffs like the last 4 years.
Listen, the Giants stink, dude. We just think worse right now.
I'm talking about the Giants when they were good, even when they were good. They used to play the Eagles hard. If you could remember, Tiki Barber, those type of days and whatnot. They used to play as hard back in the day.
Yeah, so, but you mentioned Tiki Barber, when it was really their defense.
True indeed. Straight hand. Yeah, most definitely. That's a whole different
podcast. Come on, bro.
We can stop. We can talk football when it's over.
But yeah, this is basketball show. We're not talking about
and somebody posted a question is why isn't the kid getting more time? Number 7, that can shoot the ball pretty good.
No, I agree. And like I said, if I'm Doc right now, I'm giving him a shot and sitting Cork down for a little while. Let him get it together, figure it out. So if I was sitting anybody down right now to put Isaiah Joe in, it's got to be Korkmaz. I like what Shake's doing. Sometimes he's a little wild, but he hasn't been terrible. Yeah. Korkmaz legit has been terrible for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, consistently.
I think a little more than that.
Yeah, it's been rough.
I think Embiid took his game with him while he was out for the whole COVID.
Hey, Maurice Bibbs, I think you got it all wrong. I think it's nightmares on Korkmaz Street. Korkmaz is giving us nightmares right there, bro. Just to be totally honest with you, let's talk about that. He said, Berg Harrell said he think his Doc is more detrimental to a team than any individual player. And, there's been a lot of criticism with Doc and his lack to motivate with our team, players on a consistent basis, so
I hate to bring us back to football, and by no means am I saying they are very comparable, but when I think of Doc, I think about Andy Reid when he was with us. Mm-hmm. Everybody said to themselves, well, he can get them there, but He always full when it matter. I'm not ready to just give up on this dude because,
Facts.
like I said, we gave up on Andy Reid when they thought the same thing
Right.
that, oh, yeah, he can get you to the playoffs, but then what? They always said that about Andy Reid. Andy Reid got a fresh start. Andy Reid looks a lot different now.
Yeah.
I look at Doc Rivers the same way. It's like, obviously he can coach. You don't get me wrong. His one championship was with three of the greatest players ever. But you don't make it this far in the NBA and not be able to coach. I think he can. He just has to stop being so stubborn in his ways. And
Yeah.
on
He
a
got
lot
a
of
crazy record, and it wasn't always with those three great players.
Not
exactly.
at all. Not
So
at all.
you got to give him some type of credit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what else? What else literally was out there for us if we ain't go grab Doc?
I
There
mean,
wasn't that many.
he was the best
There
option.
wasn't that many options. I mean, who we was gonna bring in? Papa Smurf?
Facts. He
I
was the
don't think
best
so.
option. Especially after the coach we had prior to Doc, Brett Brown. So, Doc is a huge step up. I do believe he'll eventually take this team over the hump, in them Eastern Conference Finals where we can play and see what's what. So I want to see that. I want to see that this year. So I think it could happen if certain components come into place.
Man, our record would have totally been different had these. How many was it? 3 guys that caught COVID at the same time.
Right. Right.
If they ain't catch
Right.
COVID at the same time, like will we really be showing frustration? No, because
I mean, they caught
the
COVID
majority of
when we
these
was
fans
winning.
here
Huh?
don't have nothing to complain while we're winning. Which who
Right.
complains when we win? Like seriously, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Some we do have a nice majority that still complain when we're winning. We do. We have those type of people here. Those
Knuckleheads is
type of
what I
fans.
call them.
You know what I'm saying? They'll find a reason. We blow a team out by 31. They'll still find a reason to complain instead of
Why
enjoying
wasn't it 32?
Yeah, why wasn't it 31 and a half? Like, they ain't give us 31 in the 16th. Why we ain't get that? You understand what I'm saying? But I mean, like, it is what it is, man. Like, we got bamboozled with COVID, man.
Yeah, most
And,
definitely.
like, if you haven't read the newspaper yet or on the internet, go read up on that. That ain't no joke. Go do your research.
And I don't ever want it to happen, but if it has to happen, I'd rather do it early than late. I'd rather this have happened.
Would you? Yeah, right. Would you rather have Embiid got and everybody else catch COVID as soon
in
as
March?
the playoffs started? So we could have got sent home packing in 4. Yeah,
I definitely rather have it early than late.
it's frustrating. But I mean, you got to hold the punches, man. It is what it is, man. This
It is.
out here eating people alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for these guys to overcome this and still be out there trying to ball out, like, hats off.
Hats off. You gotta give hats off to him. And I'm looking forward to going on another run, like right now, and climb back up in that spot. So, with that being said, this has been another great edition of Eat Sleep Sixers post game win versus the Orlando Magic. Wasn't like we wanted to be.
Man, the win is a win, Pop. When you look at the standings and the statistics,
it's a W.
It's a dub.
It's a W.
That's all that matters.
So we're gonna take this W into next game. We'll see y'all there pregame, 30 minutes before the game,
30 minutes
after the game. Come show with your boys.
Yes, sir. Let's go
Have a great
Sixers.
night.